This is the Lancer Locker Show on KYNT. Now, let's talk some Mount Marty University athletics with the coaches, as well as your host and the voice of Mount Marty University athletics, Tehl Tanner.
That dude knows how to give an intro, doesn't he? I appreciate Mr. Jeff Erickson for that one. We're going to be using Jeff a little bit later in this show. He had a great interview with his son, Joe Erickson, who is the head coach of the Mount Marty cheer program, by the way. That interview is coming up a little later in the show. But we are back for another edition of the Lancer Locker, another Monday. We are talking Mount Marty University athletics. 2 interviews today. One of them is with Joe Erickson. Jeff Erickson did it himself. We'll air that in a couple of minutes. And then a conversation that I had with Josh Tykro a little earlier today in preparation for these Briar Cliff games that are going on. Still should be going on at this point. We will have results tomorrow morning here on KYNT, the Totally Yankton Morning Show with Jeff Erickson. But until then, let's go to our Mount Marty Week in Review, some of the things that we have seen, some of the games going on throughout this last week. First off, Shotgun Sports making their spring trip down to San Antonio, Texas, today through Saturday. This is a 6-day Collegiate Clay Target Championship meet. It is the Collegiate Clay Target Championships down in San Antonio, Texas. Today is day 1, and it is all the way through Saturday, a 6-day event, and I am looking forward to seeing some results of that one. We'll have them as soon as we have them here at KYNT, and we'll get them to you just as soon as we can. So we go to softball now here on the Lancer Locker. The Mount Marty softball program now 7-8 overall. They stay at 7-8 overall after they did not have a game this last weekend. A little bit of a weekend off right before conference play, so we'll look ahead to that. Briar Cliff University, they are taking them on in Sioux Center, Iowa, in the Dort Dome, apparently is where it's supposed to be. Sunday, March 26th, a doubleheader for that one, taking on Briar Cliff. That'll be starting conference play for the Lancer softball team. For the Lancer baseball team, they are 18-4 overall. This last weekend, they played Briar Cliff, or actually one game yesterday. Briar Cliff, an extra inning game, ended up winning 10-9 in 13 innings, and it was a shootout at the end, man. Kiko Nunez won it for the Lancers, ended up in 6 at-bats. He went 6 of 6 with 5 RBIs hit and 2 home runs. That was in Game 1. Games 2, 3, and 4 all today will have results tomorrow. I spoke with Josh Tykro this morning, the head coach of the Mount Marty baseball program, about some of his players to watch this season as we get into conference play. This is the first series of conference play for the Lancers. My name is Tehl Tanner. This is KYNT, the Lancer Locker. Let's go ahead and take a break. When we return, that interview from Jeff Erickson with his son, Joe, about the Mount Marty cheer program and an opportunity surrounding Benny the Lancer. This is KYNT. Back in a couple minutes.
We were founded on innovation and a passion to help our customers. This is Chris Sawtell at Aztec in Yankton. We also want our employees to thrive and succeed every day. Our core values are more than something we list on a wall. We live them every day. We have openings in a variety of departments, sign-on bonuses up to $2,000, immediate benefits like retirement savings, paid holidays, bonus earnings, tuition reimbursement, and more. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Stop by for a walk-in interview or click on careers at aztecindustries.com.
Hello. Here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
This sports season, keep your athlete hydrated with sparkling ice. Choose from a rainbow of colors and flavors, each sourced from nature with vitamins, antioxidants, and zero sugar. Sparkling ice. Tease your taste buds with tropical flavor. And rehydrate with Prime Hydration. The perfect combination of flavor and function, changing how you refresh, replenish, and refuel. With 5 awesome flavors and no added sugar, you're getting the taste you want without anything you don't. Prime Hydration, the perfect boost for every endeavor.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. all from Core Trust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit coretrustbank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Did you know there's a way to get free financial services? Explorers Credit Union partners with Green Path to bring free resources, tools, and counseling to help take control of your day-to-day finances. They work with you to meet your goals and improve your overall financial health. Green Path can help you pay debt down faster, improve your credit score, or just help with decisions like student loans and housing. Provided by Explorers Credit Union, visit greenpath.com for more information. And we're back here on the Lancer Locker. My name is Tehl Tanner. Let's go ahead and go to an interview Jeff Erickson, the host of our Totally Yankton morning show, did with his son Joe Erickson, who is the head coach of the Mount Marty cheer program, a couple days ago now about an opportunity surrounding Benny the Lancer. Let's go straight to that interview with Jeff Erickson.
I'm Jeff Erickson, and my pleasure to fill in because today's guest is Joe Erickson, who I know really, really well. Maybe you matched up the last names. Our oldest son, and probably the biggest reason we moved to Yankton a few years back. He is the cheer coach at Mount Marty University. Joe, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Dad. I'm glad you came here for me. I hope you're staying here for me as well.
You can call me Mr. Jeff Erickson. Enough of this dad stuff on the radio. All right, we got that out of the way. Your path to becoming cheer coach at Mount Marty University, I know it, of course, but please share with our listeners how that came about.
Yeah, I was attending the University of South Dakota in the fall of 2011. Through some friends and some overambitious behavior on my part, I was dared to try out to be Charlie the Coyote. Throughout that tryout, they also convinced me that it would be a great idea to try out for the University of South Dakota cheer team. I did both of those on a whim, and that path really just took care of itself. I kind of went down a winding road and fell in love with both the mascot program and the cheer program, and it's kind of brought me to where I am today.
And congratulations, by the way, on being selected as the GPAC Coach of the Year in cheer. Was that a huge surprise? How did that news sit with you when you found out?
Yeah, that was definitely something that I was not expecting. It was a very humbling moment in my cheer coaching career. It just kind of let me know that our team is doing all the right things to make sure that we are successful down the road.
Well, the reason we're visiting today, it's a tremendous opportunity with the new mascot, Benny the Lancer. We'll get to that in just a moment. I'm kind of curious how you find your cheerleaders. We know how basketball coaches or football coaches recruit and invite people to come to the university. Is it similar for cheer, and how are you doing that?
Yeah, it's a very similar process, although I don't think it's a process that many of our cheer athletes are as familiar with. Most schools will host tryouts. However, Mount Marty University is a little bit different because we are the only competitive cheer program in the state. We are the only institution that offers cheer and dance as athletic sports and not student organizations or clubs. Therefore, I put a lot of that weight on my shoulders of going out, finding people that I think would be a good fit for our program, and then going through a traditional recruitment process of visiting with them, visiting with their parents, collecting videos and watching competition results just to really kind of track how these athletes are doing throughout the season. And then they are offered academic and athletic scholarships to attend Mount Marty University for the purpose of competitive cheer or dance.
Well, best wishes on recruiting. I'm sure you're looking forward to adding to the team. Let's talk about one team member, Benny the Lancer, the new mascot for Mount Marty University. Do you think the reception has been good so far for Benny?
Yeah, I think that people have received him really well. I think he has been a major highlight of a lot of athletic and other campus activities. I think he's brought a lot of spark and a lot of entertainment, and we're really looking forward to his future with Mount Marty Athletics and the university as a whole.
We'll talk about the opportunity to actually become Benny the Lancer for a cheer student or for any student, and what's involved and what can they get for doing it.
Yeah, this is a relatively new program that we have going. We're still looking for several individuals to really fill the heart and soul of Benny the Lancer. Those individuals would really and literally and figuratively take the shape of Benny. They would interact with community members and attendees of athletic events, whether it be through interaction, through dancing, through skits, and really just getting to put their mark on a new program. We're looking for incoming freshmen or students who are already on campus to accept this role. There'd be different time commitments of athletic events, community events, or other academic events such as an admitted students' day at the university. And the cool thing about this opportunity is these students will be receiving a scholarship as if they were a basketball player or if they were a baseball player or a member of the cheer or dance teams. They're going to be looking at the exact same scholarships, and I think that's a really great opportunity that you're not going to find at many other institutions across the United States.
You spent time as Charlie the Coyote at University of South Dakota, and you know what it takes to be a mascot. What kind of a person are you looking for? What qualities really lend themselves well to suiting up as a mascot?
Yeah, I think the people that can fill the roles of the mascot, it's a wide variety of people, but they have to have the heart, and they have to have the ability to really cut loose and remember that you are no longer your own individual self. You are Benedict the Lancer. You are Charlie the Coyote. You are the Jackrabbit, whatever it may be. And so I think we're really looking for individuals who have the ability to cut loose and interact with individuals without using words. And so I think that people from many different walks of life can fill this role if they are willing and have the ability to separate themselves from what we are used to as people.
If there's someone listening that was interested in doing this, or they know of someone that would be a good match, how do they get in touch with you? How did they find out more about the cheer program at Mount Marty?
If anyone is interested in Benedict the Lancer, the Mount Marty University cheer program, or the Mount Marty University competitive dance program, I'm available to be contacted through our Instagram or Facebook pages, or you can contact me at my email, which is joseph.erickson@mountmarty.edu. That email can be found on our athletic department website.
Or they can contact your dad at the radio station because he's got your personal information too, something like that.
Of course. I'm always available.
Congrats on the cheer coaching honor. Best wishes on the future cheer team, and I hope that you find the right person to suit up as Benedict the Lancer. It sounds like it could actually be a lot of fun.
It will be a lot of fun.
Joe, thanks for taking the time to visit with us. I'm Jeff Erickson.
I used to vape to deal with stress, but I was stressed when I didn't use it, had trouble focusing. Then I quit. Coach Nick had great tips. Really helped.
I thought vaping was safer than smoking, but I was still inhaling so many chemicals. Walking around the campus left me winded. It's not worth risking my health. Thanks to the Quit Line, I'm 3 months vape-free.
Use a Quit Line coach, and you are 2 times more likely to stay quit. There's no better way to quit. Make your quit stick. Call 1-866-SD-QUITS now. You're gonna love your quit.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
At Triple Time Rudy's, you get convenient access to quality fuel products. Plus, you'll also find quality South Dakota products like Dimmock cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. With a local-friendly feel and unique product offering, Triple Time Rudy's is your local convenience store that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all of your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, pull into Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
United Way of Greater Yankton uplifts individuals and families with measurable programs that deliver long-term results. United, they confront the struggles, helping create pathways out of poverty, provide access to critical healthcare services, and offer opportunities for youth and adults to reach their full potential. You can help by making a donation at yanktonunitedway.org/give or by texting Yankton to 41444 today.
Are you ready to take home the country's best chicken? This is Annie at Yankton Pizza Ranch. Our chicken is hand-breaded daily, crispy on the outside, and juicy on the inside. If you're feeding the entire family or planning the perfect party, order from your locally owned Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway or give us a wing at 665-1222.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to the Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
All right, we are back here on the Lancer Locker. My name is Tehl Tanner. Doing things a little bit differently today. We're speaking with the head coach of the Mount Marty baseball program, Josh Tykrow. We're actually speaking with Josh this morning, Monday morning, as we're getting ready for these Briarcliff games that at the time of recording this have not yet happened yet, even though we will be talking about them in depth tomorrow morning here on KYNT and the final scores of them. But there is one thing I wanted to talk about in the game one of Briarcliff. Kiko Nunez going crazy, Coach Tykrow. In the very first game of this 4-game series with Briarcliff that has had some rescheduling and stuff, Kiko Nunez goes 6 for 6 at the plate with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. This dude is special.
Yeah, Kiko had an amazing day. That was one of the more impressive games offensively that I've ever seen. A couple home runs, a couple doubles, just a lot of hard contact. I think Briarcliff, they were doing all they could to pitch around him a little bit, and they made a couple mistakes that Kiko took advantage of, and he did some damage on. So it was pretty awesome to see him come around and have a day like that. As we all know, he's so talented and he's so gifted, and it was great for him to get us going like that in that first game.
Kiko's an all-conference athlete, not only in baseball, but also in football as well. What's it like working with dual sport athletes at Mount Marty?
It's definitely a bit of a challenge. There's such an investment that you put into, each sport. One sport alone is such a task itself, but, going 2 sports, football and baseball, a couple of sports and seasons that are definitely a little taxing, and they definitely take some time, on and off the field. And, just a couple of large rosters too. I mean, you just got a lot of guys that you're working with and that you are teammates with, and you're invested in those relationships with. So it's definitely a challenge. It's I would say Kiko, he's done such a fantastic job. And not only that, I think just the coaching staffs at Mount Marty who have dual sport athletes, they do such a great job of working with one another to make it work and to make them feel there's some sort of balance there. Coach Micheletti, he's always been great to work with. And, and you can see Kiko's been very successful on the football field. He's been very successful on the baseball field, and it definitely takes a large group to work together to make that happen.
Coach Tykrow, as you talk about your working relationship with other head coaches at Mount Marty, one of the things that Mount Marty does that I don't think is very common, they have coach meetings. Have you been a part of these university head coach meetings with the athletic director and all the coaches meeting and talking about everything going on?
Yes. On Tuesdays, we have these meetings where Coach Bernardo, athletic director, has all of us coaches, not only head coaches, but a lot of assistants and graduate assistants come together, talk about things that we want to be better at or our goals that we have and how we're going to obtain them. And, it's always a good hour for us, usually each Tuesday, where we can focus on those things. I think it's really nice, one, where we can just all come together, to kind of discuss our thoughts, our feelings on certain things, but also just to know and see how much we truly care about this university and the growth of this athletic department. And you can see it and sense the momentum that we have going on here. And a lot of it comes down to the people. We have fantastic people here, fantastic leaders who really care and love this place, and it's really starting to show.
Coach Tykrow, as we talk about your players, let's talk about some of them that were in action yesterday, but not for the Lancers, for the Bucks. A couple of your recruits just won a state championship in basketball last night. Drew Reichen, obviously a big name there. You got to be happy to have state champions staying in Yankton.
Yes. I've always loved Drew Reichen. Really all the Reichen boys, they've been a blast to be around and to watch, in the various sports that they play, but coaching around Drew, watching him play baseball, watching him play basketball, of course, just an amazing kid, hard worker, very athletic, and just sports IQ is super high, and he's going to be a good one. He was a blast to watch though this year with that basketball team, and big congrats and shout out to Coach Haynes and that program for what they're able to do. That team was a blast to watch.
Coach, let's continue talking about some of these players. Last week when we came in, we talked a lot about your hitters. I want to talk about some of your pitchers right now. Miles Brown, Clayton Chip Chase, a couple that have just played very, very well to start this season. Can you tell me about those two?
Yeah, Miles and Chip, they've both been really good so far this year. They have really been good ever since they've been here. But last year, Miles took a huge step forward for us, was one of the best pitchers in the conference, and he's off to another good start this year. A very reliable arm. I think our guys really love playing behind him just because they love the energy that he brings and how he competes. And then, Clayton Chip Chase, same thing. And he's had a lot of really big starts for us over the years. And, he's brought some good presence out there where we know when he's out there, we're going to get a really strong version of him, and he's going to give us a chance to win. Both those guys, they've developed a lot. They've came a long way since they've stepped on campus, and I'm excited to see them continue to keep growing and keep improving and building off their starts they've had so far.
Coach, let's continue talking about these pitchers with Jet Hasegawa. You're seniors now. We've already talked about Chris Rofe. We talked about him last week in depth, and that interview's still up on our YouTube page, KYN TV. Jet Hasegawa, a guy who has a 4.09 ERA with 28 strikeouts on the season. Tell me about this guy.
Yeah, Jet, he's it's kind of similar to our other starters, just very steady. I think Jet's personality is he's very calm. He's never too up or too down on any situation, and that's a big reason why he's successful. Like this year, opening day, and we had him go game one, and a lot of it is because I knew that those opening day feelings, the emotions that can come with it can get guys a little overamped and maybe get to a start that might not be ideal. But with him, I knew that wouldn't be the case, and he did exactly that, and he's done that really ever since he's been here. Just very, very consistent and steady, and he can just pitch. He has multiple pitches that he can throw in any count, in any situation. He's very confident, and he just battles and competes very well.
Well, Coach Tykero, I know it's an awkward time of the morning, an early morning talk for this one, but I appreciate you making the time, and I appreciate you coming on the Lancer Locker today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
This is KYNT, the Lancer Locker. The Lancers set to take on Briarcliff today. We will have all the results and a full recap tomorrow morning here on 102.1 FM, AM 1450. Thanks to Coach Tykero. Let's take a break, come back, finish things up in a couple minutes.
When you need to be sure, make it SureCo. Smart Trailer from SureCo is still the most complete line of electric accessories for your grain trailer. Smart accessories such as the 4500 Series HD electric tarp, Pro Trap, and Auto Trap electric hopper doors, and the Drive Max Auger Drive Kit from SureCo both offer convenience and peace of mind for operators. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at sureco.com. Make it SureCo.
I'm Kevin Melm, store manager at Yankton's Lumberland. So interior design, we like to take the ordinary and make it extraordinary. People don't realize that taking a sofa and just by adding a rug, accessories, pictures, things of that nature to really make the room pop with maybe some color. It's absolutely free. So if you need help, we can draw out your room, sketch your room, come to your home, and it's a free service, absolutely.
Free interior design service at Yankton Slumberland, located at 2401 Broadway Avenue.
Beef, pork, seafood, poultry, and more. All at the Meat Lodge in Yankton. Get top quality meats at great prices. They have specialty items like lamb, brisket, mahi-mahi, crab legs, and lobster. They even have non-meat options like Dimmick cheese, pickled items, seasonings, and sauces. For your convenience, you can call and order curbside pickup or order online at meatlodge.com. The Meat Lodge in Yankton, on the way to the lake on Highway 52.
Purchasing a home in a competitive market can be frustrating. Having to make quick decisions is stressful. That's why it's important to be guided by an experienced real estate professional. I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and as an agent with more than 15 years of experience, I'll guide you through the home buying process and give you information necessary to make the right decisions in your home search. Call me today at 664-5555.
45 Got screened? It's time for your colonoscopy. Colorectal cancer is one of the most preventable and, if found early, most treatable forms of cancer. During Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, Yankton Medical Clinic General Surgeons Dr. Gary, Dr. Kampschoff, and Dr. Sirk remind you to schedule your colonoscopy. The recommended age for screening has been lowered to 45, and it's a simple, outpatient procedure in their on-site surgical center that could save your life. Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Well, thanks to Jeff, thanks to Joe, thanks to Josh. We had the Triple J's on the show today. Jeff Erickson interviewing his son Joe, and Josh Tykrow on the show as well to talk about Mount Marty baseball. That's going to do it for our show today here on the Lancer Locker. My name is Tehl Tanner. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these upcoming games once again. The Mount Marty baseball team will be playing Dakota Wesleyan University on Friday up in Mitchell, their next time out. And then they are scheduled right now to have the home opener this upcoming weekend versus Concordia on Saturday. A doubleheader at Bob Tarashinsky Stadium at Riverside Field. We're looking forward to that one. Obviously, weather permitting. We've been saying that all spring, yet to have that home opener, but it's coming. For the Mount Marty softball program, they are also opening conference play this upcoming weekend against Briarcliff as well. They will be facing Briarcliff University in 2 games on Sunday, 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. in Sioux Center, Iowa to start conference play. We'll have results of that one on Monday morning. My name is Tehl Tanner. This is the Lancer Locker on KYNT. That's going to do it for today. We'll see you next time.